Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn chapter number first. We have already completed the half chapter, so today we will complete it. So let's start. We have already read about the classification of computers on the basis of size and performance. So there are four types of computer. First one is mini computer, second one is microcomputer, third one is mainframe computer, and the fourth one is supercomputer. What is microcomputer? Microcomputers are computers which use a single microprocessor. These are also known as PC, personal computer. These are small and less expensive than mini computers. They are further classified into two categories. First one is desktop computer and the second one is portable computers. So your desktop computer is also a microcomputer because your desktop computer is use a single microprocessor. So that the every computer that is use a single microprocessor, that is called microcomputer. And the second one is desktop computer. You have already read. Desktop computers are designed so that the system unit, input device as well as the output unit can be balanced on a task. You can balance the all related devices to the desktop computer in a desk. Portable computers. Portable computers or mobile computers are those computers which can be carried from one palace to another. They are lightweight computers. They contain a rechargeable battery so that they can be used even when not plugged into a main power supply. These are thin yet as powerful as an average desktop computer. Portable computers are one of the following types. So what is portable computer? Portable computer you can carry from one palace to another because this is a portable computer. They are lightweight computers. And they contain a rechargeable battery. So you don't need to connect it every time with a main power supply like a desktop computer. You do not need to connect always with the main power supply because the portable computers contain rechargeable battery. They contain rechargeable battery. So there are some types of portable computers. Let's start. We will read about the portable computers. The first one is the notebook computer. They are a small version of laptop with a screen size of 9 to 10 inch. They are a small version of laptop with a screen size of 9 to 10 inch. They are usually designed for travelers and like in laptop computer, the screen falls down when not in use. Okay, they are usually designed for travelers, like the travelers are uses the notebook computer because they are lightweight and they have also contain a battery and the screen fall down when not in use. So this is provide the all facility to travelers. So this is the most famous computer between the travelers. The second one is the tablet PC. Tablet PCs are a special type of notebook computers with interactive option by touching the screen. Tablet PCs are good for taking notes in location where standard notebook computers cannot be used. We can watch pictures, videos, listen to music, read e-books, browse the internet and send and receive emails on tablet PC. You can do all things on tablet PC. Tablet PC is like a notebook computer but it is small in size and it doesn't contain a keyboard. It is contain a screen touch option so you can touch the screen like a mobile and you can watch pictures, listen to music, videos, read e-books, etc. This is the image of the tablet PC. Next, palm top computer. A palm top computer is similar to a laptop computer but it is smaller in size. A laptop computer is similar to a laptop computer, but it is smaller in size. It is small enough to fit in your palm of your hand. You can fit this computer in palm of your hand, and you can say that this is also is the smallest computer. Okay, and palm tops are usually not very powerful since fast CPUs require a large battery. Since palm tops have small batteries, they usually heat up. Okay, they can heat up because the size of the palm top computers are very thin. PDA. PDA is a short for personal digital assistant. It is a handheld device that combines computing, telephone, fax, and networking features. A typical PDA can function as a cellular phone, fax sender, and personal organizer. Unlike portable computers, most PDA are pen-based using a stylus rather than a keyboard for input. What is PDA? PDA is like your personal digital assistant. This is the handheld device for combined computing. You can carry the PDA anywhere, like a mobile phone, and they are content stylus. Stylus is a type of pen. Okay, stylus is a type of pen. You can write with the help of pen in PDA, personal digital assistant. The pen is electronic. When you will write on a sheet, it will directly connect with the PDA, personal digital assistants. Next one is embedded computers. Embedded computers are the microprocessor built into various products. Since they are collapsed within a large product, they are small in size. Embedded computers perform a variety of tasks depending on the requirement of the product within which they reside. For example, an embedded microprocessor in a printer checks for paper jams, the amount of ink remaining, and similar tasks. What is embedded computer? Embedded computer are contain the microprocessor and used in various industry. Uh, we can take an example of the embedded computer, like the embedded computer is work in a washing machine. One time you need to provide the instruction to washing machine. After that, the washing machine will work automatically. So the embedded computer will work inside the washing machine. One time you need to provide the instruction to the embedded computer. After that, the embedded computer will work according to the user instruction. Next, and like example, the embedded computer also check the paper in the printer. Next, mini computer. Mini computers are medium-sized computers which are higher in storage, processing, and memory capacity than microcomputers. They are silently more expensive than the microcomputers. A mini computer is a computer capable of supporting about 4 to 200 users simultaneously. Okay, mini computers are medium-sized computers. You also know that about the mini computer. Mini computer is like your laptop computers. Okay, which are higher in storage. The capacity of the storage is very high. Processing is also high, and the memory capacity is also high than microcomputers. They are silently more expensive, but the mini computers are more expensive rather than desktop computer or microcomputer. And a mini computer is capable of supporting about 4 to 200 users simultaneously. They can contain 4 to 200 users. Okay. Next, mainframe computer. Mainframe computers can process data at very high speed and can process millions of instructions per second. They use more than one processor chip. They possess high storage speed and processing capabilities. They can support hundred or even thousands of users simultaneously. They are mostly used in banking, airlines, railway, etc. So, what is mainframe computer? Mainframe computers are data at very high speed. They process the data at very high speed, but the mainframe computer are also larger in size, and they can process millions of instructions per second. They can process million of instructions per second. They use more than one processor chip and they process high storage speed and the processing capability. They can support 100 or even 1000 of users simultaneously. So the mainframe computer is more powerful rather than mini and microcomputer. And the last one computer is our supercomputer. Supercomputers are the fastest computers and are the most expensive computers. Supercomputers use many processor chips and can process billions of instructions. They are used in various fields like weather forecasting, engineering. They require intensive calculation, engineering designs, stock exchange, nuclear energy research, etc. Companies which produce supercomputer are Carey, IBM, and Hewlett Packard. Param and Anurag are two supercomputers developed by India. So the what is supercomputer? Supercomputer is a very powerful computer. Supercomputer is a very powerful and the fastest computer in the world. Supercomputers use many processor chips and can process billion of instructions per second. You can't assume when you will think till there the supercomputer will process the result. This is the speed of the supercomputer. They are used for tasks that require intensive calculations, and the supercomputers are used in like engineering designs, stock exchange, nuclear energy research, etc. And the two supercomputers that are developed by India, those are Param and Anurag. So let's, according to the size, supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer and microcomputer, and according to the speed, processing and memory, microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and supercomputer. So the highest speed supercomputer, after that mainframe, after that mini and after that micro. And according to size, the very high size, a very large size of the supercomputer, after that mainframe, after that mini and after that microcomputer. Hence, when we traverse in the upward direction from micro, mini, mainframe, super, the processing speed, memory and cost increase in the reverse order, size of decrease. Okay, so our lesson is completed. So today you will read lesson from 1 to 4, 1 to page number 8, and you will try to solve this worksheet. After that, in next class I will provide you the complete solution of this entire worksheet. Till that you will try according to you, and when I will provide you the answer sheet, when you will write down in your notebook. And if you have any question, you can send me. Thank you very much.